Welcome back to my channel. This video is about one special patient at the old Napa Asylum. The asylum treated thousands of patients within its walls, like Kid Wedge, the fighting pastor of the Barbary Coast, Amos Lunt, the hangman of San Quentin Prison, and Monty Lederhouse, a 4-year-old child. But a few select patients were allowed to live outdoors, on the asylum grounds. One lived in an unusual house, and in this video, we go looking for it. Using an old aerial photograph as our guide, we go traipsing through the brush, searching for signs of human activity. Well, we found something, and I'm going to explain what it is.
No sh**. There it is.
Have you ever seen what looks like an old trail and followed it? This is one of my favorite games. I call it Deer Trail or Real Trail. Most of the time it leads nowhere, but sometimes it leads to something neat.
Here's something.
Like this heavy machinery mount near a mercury mine I was exploring. Or this old survey marker.
Oh, look.
Skyline Wilderness Park, as you may know, used to be the grounds of the Napa Insane Asylum. Here too, there are mysterious paths. On the left is today's Lake Marie Road. But to the right is the original Lake Marie Road, cut over 100 years ago. I'd been following these faint paths at Skyline lately, hoping to find a certain artifact. You see, somewhere east of the asylum, there used to be a farm. In order to support its population, the asylum needed to grow its own food. A select group of about 10 patients was allowed to live on this farm. Dr. James Phillips oversaw this group, which was called the Phillips Settlement, or more commonly, the Hermitage. One of these patients was Peter Russel, and back in 1885, his domicile received a bit of press. One of the curiosities on the farm, it was said, was the sleeping place, or grotto, of an eccentric fellow named Peter Russel. This grotto, or cave, was fitted up with a chimney, and Mr. Russel slept there during all seasons. Mr. Russel was a well-known patient at the asylum. Nicknamed Little Pete, or Pete the Little Giant, he roamed about the property, fixing machinery, keeping the grounds neat, and capturing hundreds of small animals in his artful contraptions. So I have to wonder, does Peter's grotto still exist? To find it, we'd need to know exactly where the asylum farm was located and its boundaries. East of the lakes is the remnant of an old orchard, which still bears fruit. This is one of the few signs of agriculture left in the area. If you switch the map to terrain view, a nearby hillside also bears the stripes of cultivation. Interestingly, this particular hill contained Nathan Coombs's vineyard before the asylum was built, according to one historical document. As luck would have it, a 1940 aerial image reveals the extent of the asylum farm. On the left is the asylum castle, and here are the lakes. The farm would have been east of the lakes in this area. If you zoom in, you can see rows and rows of crops flanking Marie Creek. This must have been the farm area. Once again, here's the orchard and the old site of Coombs's vineyard. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know that this was Hermitage Canyon. Nearby are the remnants of several buildings that may have housed some of the patients living in the area. So Pete's cave has got to be somewhere nearby. There's a steep hillside just south of the farm. To make a cave, you'd want a hill to dig into, wouldn't you? Intriguingly, a closer look reveals something unexpected. A thin, mysterious path. Let's drop a pin at one end. On a modern map, here is that pin. The little path is no longer visible. Instead, a curved scar connects Lake Marie Road to the exact same spot. So I went there by myself, and what I saw made my hair stand on end. I could not do this alone. I needed reinforcements. Okay. For today's little adventure, we have a few items that I've got to bring with me. Got a selfie stick, which extends for getting into hard to reach places. Got 2 bike lights, because we'll need a light source, I have a feeling. Some tape, in case we need to tape the lights onto the stick. And I might want to take some measurements, so I'm going to bring that. My husband and our friend, who just happened to be named Peter, accompanied me out to the area. Okay, stop. So do you see anything that would suggest that there is an old path?
That flat part.
On the left here, do you see this curving away?
Yeah.
There's something down there that we should check out.
So we can. So you went all the way down there? That's how you found it?
I did. There might be a couple fallen trees. I don't know if they've been cleared. Yeah, sorry, the grass is really tall. It's a bit of a tick city back here. So clearly this is a path, right?
This is definitely a cut path. This is a machine cut, man-made area.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a man-made, a couple levels of man-made. Yeah.
Yeah, just some dry stack stone.
No shit. There it is.
Yep. So I came by here earlier and I was too spooked to look inside. Wow, it goes way back in there.
Whoa. Could be a what?
So they dug a lot of tunnels to find water.
Water tunnel. Seems like a lot of work, but I guess.
Okay, here, hold my beer.
All right.
Oh my gosh, Mickey. It's probably, disappointingly, it's probably just one of their water tunnels. I don't think.
Ooh, yuck. It's definitely swampy.
Mickey,
What?
I think it's probably just a water tunnel, unfortunately.
It probably is. I would agree with that statement. It's definitely smushy.
Yeah. Curiosity is satisfied.
But we're not that far enough in yet.
In the process of satisfying your curiosity, Kate, you have activated Mickey's curiosity.
I mean,
It's not getting more open, is it?
no.
While my husband's initiative made me extremely nervous, I hope this footage will deter others from wanting to enter this cave.
Oh, yeah. That's it. This was not where somebody lived.
Okay.
It is too wet.
Yeah.
This is definitely one of the water.
Light right at you.
Yeah. Point the light right at me.
The creek down there was a major water source. He emerges from the depths.
How was it?
Swampy.
Oh yeah, look at those shoes. Oh wait, no, that's just the black of your shoes.
No,
Yeah.
that would not be where you would live. It is absolutely swampy.
And narrow. You couldn't really be comfortable in there, I don't think. And
Now, of course, you're wondering about the little path. It's kinda still there, but very overgrown.
Yeah, you can see the work on the bricks, the stone, stacked stones to make a little path.
Uh-huh. Here too. Kind of all the way up this hill.
Yeah, those look like maybe those stones have fallen from where they were stacked.
So this was probably a pretty tidy looking trail at one point.
Affirmative. But that path, that's a path over there too.
Uh-huh.
Kate,
yeah.
do you see that's a path as well? But you can see that's man cut.
Yeah.
I can get why this would get kind of addictive looking for stuff.
Yeah.
Is it around that corner?
Yeah. This has been the best scavenger hunt ever.
I think this little path simply continued west and maybe rejoined Lake Marie Road. There was a bit of pipe visible along it. Water from the spring may have been directed this way to other parts of the farm or to the asylum itself. Water may have also been directed down the hillside to the Hermitage. The reason I think this is because in front of the cave are a couple of pipes leading to a small outbuilding. Water was pouring out a short pipe in front of it down the hillside. So I visited the building complex to see if I could connect them. Here I am crossing Marie Creek going south towards the hillside.
There was a lot of structure to this place.
On the right is a line of lush ferns marking the hillside. And the ground below this area is damp.
Interestingly, there's a pipe right there. See it? Black pipe. Actually, a series of pipes. And on the hillside above it, a whole lot of ferns. I bet you that's coming from the cave.
I think this spring was mentioned back in April of 1885. This is the earliest reference I could find to anything resembling the Hermitage. An unnamed Italian patient who delights in solitude tends the orchards and vineyards. He scrambles up the sides of a deep ravine flanking a creek. At the top are a couple of springs, one of which yields 10,000 gallons of water per day. The identity of this patient is a mystery, but then I found this. It's the record of Peter Russel's admittance to the asylum. The year was 1880. A white male, aged 29, named Peter Russel, was admitted. His country of origin was, intriguingly, Italy. So, the Little Giant's Grotto remains elusive. It could still be out there. A cozy nook in the forest, complete with a rough chimney and trapper's tools.
Grotto Lake? Nah.
Or it may have been a simple hollow on a hill, now hopelessly eroded beyond all recognition. But in the process of searching, we found a pretty interesting bit of history. A spring that likely sustained the asylum in its very early years. All because of a faint path that we took a chance on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.